Hello, masculine energy, or anyone, I should say, seeking the feminine energy. You don't have to be masculine. So, this reading is a pick a card reading, so you don't have to participate in that way, but you're welcome to. So, go ahead and pick a number between 1 and 4. And if you are in a relationship already, you can still pick a number. Or you can just go by the element that will come out per number. I do have personal readings available right now, so if you'd like to book, my website is listed below. I would love to do one for you. Okay, so let's jump in here. Now, do keep in mind that this is going to be what you're attracted to right now. Often what we're attracted to could be something that we are going to learn from, or it possesses a quality that we would like to have. And that's also where the learning comes in, because we are going to get more familiar with how to inhabit that quality through this individual. So if you picked number 1, this could be a water sign, someone that appears to have a lot of water. This person may seem a little busy right now, kind of tied to something that you find a little bit threatening, and that you may even be concerned for this person's well-being because they are so tied up in it. They also appear to have a lot of chaos, catastrophe, destruction, like their environment isn't in good shape. They have been in like a ton of issues and battles. This is sounding so much like a water sign, at least a Pisces. So you may really be seeing them amidst all this, yet they're still kind of really attractive to you. Like and I think it's because they have sort of an unscathed quality about it. Yes, everything is falling and destroying itself around them and trying to get them and all this. And they may even be trapped a little bit, but they're not like freaking out about it. Like they still, it's like they will not succumb their inner strength or their soul to the circumstances of life. And there's something about that quality that is just, it's like an inner strength that is so fascinating because it's so illusionary. You know, you see all the evidence that everything should be other than what actually is here for this individual. So this is really kind of magnificent, and it's great that you can see that. I have a lot of respect for you for that. Okay, so if you picked number 2, earth sign, or someone that has a lot of those qualities, this person you may be drawn to because they are in control. Their reality does seem to be a little bit more maintained and subdued. Like they're in control of their environment. Yet we don't see a beautiful flourishing going on. Yes, they have this control, and they're willing to use the tools that they need to maintain the control. But what is it that they're controlling? You know, it seems kind of like a false leadership role in a way, because there just really isn't much to handle anyway. So you may be kind of wondering, like, why. You may kind of get the sense of like, why are you so controlling when there's really, you know, like this seems to be kind of overprotection for you. They may not appear to be entirely interested either. You may not be quite sure if you've got their attention. I'm hearing single mother too. You may be dealing with someone that has to kind of take a lot of command and show up with a lot of command in that way. And I think that they also exhibit this behavior on themselves physically too. Like they may take really good care of their body and their appearance, and being healthy, being strong. They may lift weights, keep pretty tone, keep on top of their strength, but more so not out of vanity, but for just the health of it. And I think that you may be feeling a little bit intimidated, like you're not quite sure if you want to be super expressive around them, because you may feel like you're not, it's going to be hard to predict what may come out of them. You're not sure of what the result will be. Okay, so if you pick number 3, this is a air sign. This individual may have a youth about them, at least relative to you, that you find very alluring. You may find them alluring in the way too where maybe they're not overly chatty with you, or they don't need a lot of interaction with you, but they enjoy your gaze. They know that you're attracted to them, and they like that. And I think that there is a fair amount of attraction back. Yet I do get that, like, they kind of just like the attention right now. They may have people around them that are really close. It could be family members or friends. You may find some of these individuals attractive as well, where at times you're kind of questioning, why am I attracted to this one over the other ones? Because there are a lot of alluring qualities about some other options. And they may kind of have that same mentality too, which is why there's something about this type that may be, in a way, kind of mystifying you. Like you feel very magnetized, at least, towards it, and you're probably not quite sure. It also feels that, like, this could be a fleeting thing, like a quick fling type of energy. I don't get that there's a lot of seriousness at hand here. But the attraction is undeniable, very, very high. And I think that if you were to break into another level here, getting to know them any deeper, that there is a chance that you may actually really, really like them. You might find qualities there that are very, that, like, really draw you in. So you may be treading lightly too if you're not quite ready to go there, because you may be kind of commitment shy, or just not ready to just jump into something. So you may kind of hesitate just because you're like, whoa, if I take one more step in this direction, this could get really serious. And so I get that energy of, like, oh, it's okay to look, but if I touch, whoa, like, I'm gonna lose it. Okay, so I'm going to look now at option number 4, which is a fire sign. This individual you may not be entirely able to see right now. This may be more of a connection that you've made online or something. So you're not quite sure who they are. You're not quite sure if you're just seeing like a costume version of this person or if this is their authentic self. There's a level of suspicion that you have towards this individual. You know, are other people involved with them? This also feels like kind of a fast-moving option, like a very momentary thing, like you may need to do the reaching out to really get this person's attention. I feel like they're kind of distracted by something. I definitely get like a past relationship, something that didn't quite go right. There could still be a connection going on, or just a recent split, maybe talks of getting back together. There may be some anger that transpired in this situation. If they were with someone else, they may have been tested quite a bit together. They may have had to really go through some things, and they may be kind of battle weary because of that. I don't feel that there's anything off about this person. I just feel that they've had to deal with an enormous amount of struggle. And you're very attracted to them. Okay, so I'm going to look now at what they may find the most attractive about you. And I'm seeing that you may have an area of study, something that you're devoted to, that when you focus on it, it takes, like, you become very devoted, but very absorbed, very immersed in it. And I think that they really enjoy that. And that it seems to have a lot of integrity to it, and be something that may be a little bit out of the norm. It could be even like a philosophical pursuit, or something that just requires an adherence to maybe a certain type of dogma, a teaching, or something, and having to really get familiar and bring yourself in alignment, like all aspects of yourself. It takes like body, mind, and emotion, like mastery of those realms to pursue this thing. So I think that they really honor that about you. Now, when I look at what they may find not so attractive, is I'm hearing like it's kind of the same idea, but what you're doing may seem a little bit outmoded. It may not feel as contemporary or updated. It may feel like you haven't examined it enough. You haven't authored it enough. It's not authentic enough. It's not current. It doesn't hold any of the energy of the now. And yet they're like very committed to it. And so I think that you may be questioning what this is, because they almost feel out of alignment with it, because it's so out of time. It's not within their time frame. Okay, let's look at what could be harmonious here with this relationship. It looks like there's a nod to stepping it up as far as kind of a grandness to life, like knowing how to celebrate life, knowing how to be in the moment, and be not so emotionally heavy, to just sort of enjoy the finer things in life in a way that isn't necessarily superficial, like really enjoying the finer things in life, like a true appreciation for that. So you may share some music and just some things in common too here, some affinity as far as cultural things go. Now, what may not be as harmonious for you is this, which I'm kind of getting there too, this old, outmoded, philosophical pondering and questioning and energy that's over intellectualized, that is very cerebral. And that talks a lot but doesn't really experience reality. It's very theory-based, so it's just off-putting somehow, that it feels like kind of claustrophobic, I guess, too confined. It doesn't have vitality in life to it. Now I am going to look at the area where you could bond the most. You may have got this one last week, or the feminine did. I'm not seeing a lot of connection here. I'm kind of getting the masculine sort of questioning the feminine, like what's going on. The feminine seems distracted. There is, again, kind of a nod to enjoying the finer things, although not really participating in them. There is some basic physical connection here, but yet it doesn't feel like there's much connecting beyond that. It does feel like these two energies are relaxed. I'm really getting like the feminine isn't quite interested. And what she's distracted in doesn't appear to really be anything, But being that this is in your deepest bond, I need to see what would like to actually speak on that. I'm hearing like erotic. I'm hearing like this could be a highly erotic connection. But like the gates have not been opened to that. There's no like freedom to go there. So the energy feels a little bit stalled out because it's not connecting. And it may just be a little bit of incompatibility. There may just be suspicion on the masculine side and disinterest on the feminine side. And so, either there's a commitment to kind of communicate and work that out, or this, I think, is sort of just fizzling out. Yes, it could probably be pushed, into the central realm of both people kind of let go, but I think that there is a danger to that, unless that's where you want to leave it, because there needs to be some more connecting going on here, some more bonding. So, I feel like the potential's there. This just feels like a little bit awkward right now, and I think both parties involved need to either, commit to getting to know one another a little bit more, or just be honest if they're, this just isn't right for them, and do pursue something else. Okay, I need to leave it there. That's all that wants to come through. I thank you so much for joining me. Please feel free to check out any of my other readings that I have through my various playlists. Love having you along. Sending you love and blessings, and just take really good care.